Are you a local business owner that is looking to get more leads, booked appointments, and sales? If you give me the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to share with you the 5 core pillars your business needs before spending a dime on marketing. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Patrick Malone, and I am the owner of Kickstart Local. We are a web design and digital marketing company. I get a lot of small business owners who come to me and they want to start spending some money on advertising. And one of the first things I do is start to research their company and branding and make sure that they have the proper foundation in place. As you can see in this diagram, there's actually 4 steps for marketing success. The first being your foundation. The second is going to be generating leads now. The third is going to be generating leads later. And the fourth will be generating leads on demand, which will come through email and text messaging. But before you spend any money on advertising, I always recommend everyone have the proper foundation in place. Having the proper foundation in place is super important so that you're not wasting any of your advertising dollars. One of the first things I recommend doing is looking at your branding. Branding should be consistent through all your social profiles. So, meaning when they go and check out your website, when they go and check out your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your YouTube page, the branding is consistent across all platforms, that it's professional, and that it represents the type of work that you do. The second thing that I recommend is going to be your professional website. I've had a lot of clients come to me and want to start doing advertising, but they don't even have a website set up, or their website looks outdated and looks like it was built, somewhere in the 90s. The importance of your website is 1, to build trust, 2, to communicate clearly what you do. It should have clear calls to action at the top of the website, so above the fold, so people can easily get in touch with you. And then it should also convert visitors into leads. Next, you definitely want to make sure you have your Google My Business profile set up. Most people these days are going to go on Google and start researching for your product or service, and they're going to research the company before they do business with them. And this is where your clients and customers are going to be able to leave you Google reviews. This also allows you to rank in the Google Maps section. So for most business owners, this is super important to have in place. The other foundation part is going to be your social profiles. So making sure your Facebook page is set up, your Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, even TikTok nowadays. Now, last but definitely not least is going to be making sure you have the proper tracking in place. This is super important because you want to start being able to track where your leads are coming from and what advertising you're spending money on is actually working. I would always recommend my clients have their Facebook pixel installed on their website so that they can track leads from Facebook, as well as set up remarketing audiences, and then having the proper Google tracking set up. That's going to include your Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, and you also want to make sure you have your custom conversions set up. That way you can track your phone calls, your email submissions, and form submissions. Now, once you have all these foundational pieces in place, then I would recommend moving on to this part, which is going to be your leads now. And that's going to be your paid traffic. That could be your Google ads, your Facebook ads, and then eventually moving on to more organic traffic through SEO and content-based marketing. But again, super important before you start spending any money on advertising, that you have your branding in place, your social profile set up, your tracking in place, your Google My Business setup, and your professional website. So if you're a local business owner who's looking to get help on having all this set up so that you don't waste any money on advertising, either drop me a comment or shoot me a message and I'd be happy to help.